Hello friends. Hello August babies. Clearing our space. Alright, August. So, you got anything on your mind, August? We just finished being in August and now we're just finishing up on September. So, August babies. It's raining here today. I don't know what it's doing by you, but it's starting to feel like the seasons are changing. It's not so summery anymore. Garden's still nice though. Well, August, let's see how this reading goes for you today. I am powerful and loved. You are powerful and loved. Believe that. And the Cosmic Oracles, what do you have to say to August? Even August, that's a name. I was making a comment on one of the other readings about how a lot of these month names are names of, they could be women's names. And August, I believe, is a man's name. So, a lot of them are names. April, May, June, August. I just noticed because when I say, do something kind for someone without any expectation. Selfless love. That always feels great when you can do it. Just a little bit of kindness. You know, people nowadays, though, you do something nice for them and they just get suspicious. It's too bad. But it's always like, no such thing as a free lunch. And that's for sure. I used to have such a different idea about the world. Yeah, you live and learn, huh? You live and learn. That's what growing is all about. Growing and maturing. Okay, August. 5th house. Passion. Well, that's exciting. We have to read about the 5th house today. Yeah, well, look at that. I think that's a painter's easel. Let's see. 43. Passion, 5th house. If your chart was a village map, the 5th house might be the outdoor cafe on the square where romance hovers, teenagers meet, and children run around the edges. Music waves, a poet speaks. Here people take risks. The 5th house speaks of our capacity to love in the form of affairs, romance, self-expression, creative processes, investments, and performance. The action: ponder your loves and longings, whatever activates your heart, and ask yourself what you love enough to share with the whole world. The 5th house asks you to believe in yourself and put the activated heart into action. Think of what activates the sparkling magic you feel when your artistic muse plays with you. Remember that what stirs the first twinkle in the eye of a new relationship, the luminous quality of the beginnings of a love affair. No matter your age, your inner adolescent sparks your creative process. To nurture that spark, be playful. Grab a spontaneous moment and let your imagination wander. Look for a work culture that encourages playful, creative risk-taking and adventurous collaboration and exploration. This is where the juicy new ideas arise, to form a good foundation for partnership. Don't skip the courtship. Learn how to bring each other joy, and come back to renew that spark in the years ahead. The 5th house also speaks of the children of the heart, of the arts, of the body. The desire for a child, a love affair. The first stirrings of a book or a sculpture, or the first notes of a song are the sparks for this creation. The 5th house asks you to take a risk, and you may need to invest in materials and be disciplined to manifest your desires. Challenge. Bring your inner adolescent out to play with, but watch that it doesn't get stuck in self-centered place, swept up in the thrill of creation, and damn the consequences. The gift is let your light shine. Let it be a gift to all the world. Your instructions are to play, create, love, inspire, and be glorious. I am powerful and loved. Yeah, good deal. I'll take that. I'll take that any day of the week. So August, this is looking pretty nice. Well, we'll see what the tarot has to say about reinforcing what we've already heard here. I think one of our little Bitcoins got a little too tippy. Well, you'll have to pardon me if you hear my stomach growling, because I got the hungries right now. Wait a minute, there's somebody in here that doesn't belong. It's the moth. Alright, moth. Well, we'll stick you out here anyway, but they're superficial and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if you want the moth. Are you superficial? Shiny. Like shiny objects. Okay, let's see. Cut the cards. And there you go. You're coming out and you're ready for action. Thinking, planning, and action. Go. So, looks like this is a work in progress. You've already started something and now you're ready to take action. You've thought about it. Oh, new cycle coming in. A world card. New cycle coming in. What's going to bring in the new cycle? And maybe a repeat of an old cycle, but maybe a brand new cycle, which would be exciting. And you're standing your ground here. You've said, I'm standing my ground. I like this idea. I'm going to stick with it. It's going to make a difference. And this guy agrees with you. He says, yep, happy surprise. Stick with it. Happy surprise. Here's you standing your ground. This far, no further. Okay, and wow, you're going here. Good for you. This is a success, a victory. Marriage, the house, the kids. It's everything. You're going from standing your ground to that through a new cycle. Well, I guess we could just end the reading here and just all go back to whatever. Yeah, and the tools are, you got the death of the old cycle. So it's always good if this card shows up after something like this shows up, because this is the new cycle and you're trying to get there, and the tools you have is the old cycle's already dead. So you've got something new and you're working to get there, and it's success and victory and a happy surprise, and it's good stuff coming your way. Knight of Cups. So, could be a little tricky, but someone's bringing in his cup, offering you his emotions, feelings. But the Emperor is the environment, so the possibilities seem to be endless. There's structure, there's maturity, there's foundation, there's skills, all kinds of skills. Alright, and you're hoping you're moving away from troubled water. So here's the Emperor. That's the environment. A little bit austere, but you're hoping you're moving away from troubled waters. And if you go somewhere new, it'll be different and better. And it will be, because there's the Ace of Pentacles. So stay on track, and you will get here. Yeah, stay on track. Whatever you're doing is a good thing. Keep doing it, because as you stand your ground, the old cycle is gone, the new cycle, and it's a brand new cycle that you've been ready to start, is coming, and it's a successful ending, a happy surprise. It's coming in. Your emotions are coming in, supporting you, and you're moving away from troubled water in order to get to your Ace of Pentacles. This is a lovely reading. So maybe this is romance and love that's coming in. It's bringing you an open heart. It could be friendship. I'm thinking it's more romance. But I would say romance makes sense because this is a couple. You don't get the success in the house and everything. You get the marriage with it. So without the partner, you don't have this card. You have to have the family and the partner. It all comes together. And that could be this coming in for you, because you're moving away from the bad stuff into the good stuff. Alright, and something that was an obstruction and something that was standing in your way is being obscured by the clouds so that more information can come in and you can learn new things. So it looks like the obstructions are occluded by the clouds when you learn about new stuff. New information. That could be this too. Information coming in, but a happy surprise. Something you don't know and you will find out. Huh. I hope that makes sense for you. It's almost like very specific. Clear reading. Energy on the last reading was really strange. Home. Where you live. You know, all the good things you surround yourself with. Home. That used to be my favorite word. Home. Okay, what number are you home? 44. Oh, that's a good number too. 44, home. This card represents a homecoming of the soul, of finding your tribe, of coming home. The situation you're inquiring about has the potential to be a homecoming, a safe and secure place that both nourishes and facilitates your growth, whether it be a school, a relationship, a job, or truly a home. Go for it all. All paths lead home. Home doesn't have to be where you grew up. Family doesn't have to mean the people of your birth family. Look at an expanded meaning. Family are people who share the same core values and path. Home can mean a place you have yet to visit or experience, but once there, it feeds your soul in a way that gives you no doubt that you are home. Alternately, find your safe place. This is where the answers you seek will be found. I think that's good advice. I think that card is very appropriate. Because that's what it feels like. It feels like you're finding your way out of the nastiness and, back home. And you're ready to do it. Or you're going to create a home. Maybe not back to home, but you're going to create a home, and it's going to be your home. Not somebody else's. It's going to be yours. Maybe that's it. And like they said, your little home could be just a place where your stuff is, and that's where your sacred space. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. Mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. Yeah, things are always changing, flexible, moving. I like that here. That's a pretty card, though. That's really pretty. Nothing is set in stone. Alright. Well, August, mutable moon. Beautiful moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable is all about change, shape-shifting even. That something is still developing. This card indicates that something is indeed changing and there's room for maneuver. So take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far from finalized. If you're not happy with the current state of play, that's marvelous. It means you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there is also a sense that this situation could perhaps be a little unstable. For some, this is great news because you can still influence it. Others will struggle with the uncertainty, but should stay with it a little longer. Either way, nothing is set in stone yet. I know that the best will unfold for me. You're meandering toward your goal, and that's okay. Staying adaptable is the key to success for you now. Make sure you're not being led astray. Have you become distracted? Time to focus. Stay with it, whatever it means to you. In astrology, there are 3 so-called quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces, and when the moon is in one of these signs, you know there's going to be more flexibility in a situation. Anytime you pull this card, it suggests there's an opportunity to keep visualizing and affirming what you want, as there's still room for change. So think about what you want and enjoy the daydream. That's great. That means a lot of things can still change in your favor. So if you're still working on this, work in progress, then yes, yes, yes. Now, I have the moth already out, but we're going to pull another card. And I could read both. I also want to read the Tower of the Divine, though, but that little moth card sort of showed up, so we have to respect that it showed up for a reason. Because these guys, you know, these cards. Oh, tiger. Well, that's exciting. Tiger. That's very lunar. Feminine energy, lunar. And remember, here's our moth. Oh, shiny, shiny. It's light, it's shiny. Alright. So we'll do tiger. Oh, let's read moth because we found it first. Impulsive, hasty, wishful. The moth is sure that the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It's helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different, enthusiastic and whimsical. So that's one perspective. I gotta find fire here. Tiger. Tiger. Lunar force, ease in darkness, feminine energy. The tiger hunts at night, at one with the silence, fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour, and the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend some time in silence this evening, drinking in the potent calm. There is nothing to fear in this stillness except the awakening of your own power, passionate, strong, sensual. Interesting because these are like so opposite of one another. And it's kind of fun because these are so opposite of one another. You know, a new cycle and the death, endings and beginnings. So, yeah, I really think that you've been thinking about something, you've been planning it, you're taking action, you're trying to create a new cycle, you're standing your ground, you're going to get here through either, you know, the change of the cycle or through being optimistic and creating that happy surprise. The old cycle's done. It's over. Let it go. But in an energy of maybe friendship, romance, friendship, you'll find that you're in a position of, I want to say like mastery. The situation surrounding you is completely, controlled and already established, but you're finding your way out of your troubles and problems to the Ace of Pentacles. This is a nice place to end up. Okay, let's see what the Tarot of the Divine can tell us, and we can end out this reading. I have one more to do after this, and it's September. So, Tarot of the Divine. Maybe it'll be one of the cards that's already out. Remember that when we did that last month? And every time I'd pull a card from here, it would show up. That was funny. That has not happened at all this time. In fact, the card that I pull is usually a very good summary of what we've just looked at. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. So, in your heart. Alright. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Yemoja, Nigeria, Yoruba deity. The Queen of Cups represents the surface of the subconscious. The goddess Yemoja connects those on land to the depth of the spiritual plane. She is mysterious but also kind and caring mother. Femininity, warmth, empathy, a counselor, intuition. These are similar energies. So, there you go. I think you have an idea of a lot of what's going on here. We've been over it and over it. But don't exclude a partner if one shows up. You see yourself as partnership material, and I agree. I think you could very well be. You're going to need to find somebody eventually, and this is going to help. But, there's some information coming in. And nothing is yet set in stone. This is your reading, August. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope it made sense for you. I really appreciate that you listen till the end. Like, share, subscribe if you will. Hit the notification bell so you'll hear when I upload new content. And I will see you around.